welcome to this stream. How's it going? Ugh. How has your week been? I got a nice freshly brewed cup of tea here. And I'm very excited for this week. You want to know why? Because I have a video idea. I don't know if I'm going to go all the way and actually like fully make it. It's kind of stupid. It's very stupid. And it's very much out of my element. But it would be really fun. So, yeah. Hi, I'm going to at least work on it. And I don't want to say what it... Maybe, okay, a little bit later in this stream. Maybe like in 30 minutes, 7:30 my time, I will give you a taste. Okay? Oh my gosh, I'm so white. I'm so blown. I thought, like, you'd think having this bright white bed behind me would counter the fact that I'm wearing like a black shirt and a black beanie, but no, apparently not. So, sorry that I look even more Voldemort-y than usual. I'm aggressive. You know what? It's like if I'm cut off from Starbucks, then the whiteness comes from within. It doesn't go in. It comes from within. Look, I don't know either. Unemployment be like, haha, yeah, that's fun. Yeah, it's... You know, I saw someone post on Twitter like, does it really seem like doesn't it seem like this was the year that everybody started to get their stuff together? And that was definitely my case. But with the whole my college plans are postponed. I was gonna get a job to pay for the college. That's been obviously postponed. So that's cool. And honestly, if I lived by myself, I know I've read how bad the COVID-19 is, but I almost feel like it would be my duty to get a job as a grocery store worker just to like help other, like the people that need food. But with my grandmother here, like I cannot risk her health like that. So that's why I'm staying in. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is absolutely no picnic. I've read some people's accounts about it, and it's not a fun time. So yeah, there's definitely an element of personal fear for it, but mostly it's because it's very personal for me. F's in the chat for VidCon. Yes. If this wasn't boiling hot, like I literally just poured it, I would take a sip right there. So, yeah, what day are you on? I don't actually remember. I think I remember I started videoing it when we first decided to do this, but I don't remember what day that was. I know it's definitely been over a week, because I remember I was doing it last week, right? Yeah, I think so. Yo, Paul! Hello! No, that's... Okay, you want to know something really sad? I've just been obsessed with watching those TikTok compilations. That was a 1, 2, 7, 3... how does it go? Then there's like the leg thing. Down to Rockefeller Street. The Nightcore remix of that. And I actually, unironically, really like that song, so I may have downloaded it on my phone and will occasionally, unironically, listen to it. TikTok has introduced me to a whole host of music that I, unironically, really enjoy. Yep. Hence my tweet from earlier. So, okay. Hey, Paul, you're a dancer. Can you teach me how to dance? Also, you might notice this stream is in higher quality than normal, and I'm living for this. I could honestly push this quality up even higher if I wanted to. So yeah, I'm very happy. I freaking love TikTok. I've been on TikTok so much while social. What's funny though, you want to know something really sad? I don't actually have the TikTok app installed. I'm third partying it. I'm doing the thing that everyone hates on the internet. It's like when you get like Reddit memes on Facebook or you see tweets on Instagram, I'm watching compilations on YouTube. Yeah, specifically by one particular compiler. It's like Vic, what is it? Vic something? And it's, I know, okay, but like, let me live. Let me live. Oh, goodness. If you're in day 7, you still have a week remaining. Well, maybe. We'll see. I mean, I believe the schools are, like, closed until May. At least here. So, I'm preparing for it to... I'm mentally preparing for it to be, much longer. But yes, I've been... In the meantime, do you want me to show you a little teaser of what I've been working on? Okay, just don't judge me, okay? Because it's definitely a work in progress still. Wait, check. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh! That's what happened last time. Why it started to repeat itself. Because it... Okay, that makes sense. Anyway, you might notice GarageBand is up. Ignore the file name. It might go something like this. Wait, I just realized the settings are the exact opposite of what I want them to be. There we are. Let's try that again. Also, I just realized I think this is sending the mix out to my headphones and not to you. Which is kind of the opposite. Yep, look at that. Okay, sorry. Let's try this again. I am going to get this working eventually. I promise. Here we go. Let me make sure the comments are working. So, confession, I know nothing about music. This has literally just been, like me messing around. Literally just like, So, I don't know what I'm doing. There we are. I don't know what I'm doing, but hopefully it ends up semi-decent. Flashback to last stream, and Chris tried to share his stream. Yeah. You still don't hear anything? What the heck? Ah! No audio. I'm so confused. Okay. Somebody that knows OBS. Check it out. Make sure everything's right. Right? My desktop audio settings are set to, the input is sound... Okay, I'll make it Soundflower 64 channel, because apparently that works better. Set the output to be Soundflower 64 channel. Go into GarageBand, set the preferences, set the output to be 64 channel Soundflower. This should work, right? Right? There's nothing I'm missing, right? Let's try this one more time. If this doesn't work, I will actually give up. Can you hear anything? You still don't hear anything? Okay, man, I was so excited to show this off. And there's nothing, it's not working. Can I get some F's in the chat, boys? Yeah, look at that, there's no sound. Nothing. Why? What is happening? Why? Well, I guess that's not happening. Sorry, there's, for some unknown reason. Well, now you know a little bit, at least, of what's happening. I'm trying to make a song. It's a silly So it's not serious at all. It's really stupid. It's literally just like boredom. Like what? I'm trying something different. But I'm no Gabe Miller. Just sing it, Chris. I'll say one tiny little line from it. Where is it? It doesn't look familiar, so I look at it more. It's got a red streak, blue streak, little bit of yellow, and a touch of green paint coming up from below. I take a step forward and I pick it right up. That's it. Oh goodness. Play it through your mic. That will probably sound awful. But I'm terrified and I decided to... wait, no. How does that go? No. I'm sorry. The bathroom, the closet, the bedroom, the kitchen. This house was not designed for a chicken in this position, and okay, that's all. That's all. No more. I don't know if I'll actually even go through with this or if I'll decide at the last minute that it's too stupid, because it's really stupid. This is like aggressive levels of stupidity, even for me. But it's just so fun. Noel Miller voice. Bars! I cannot do it. Gabe Miller has been putting out some jams lately. It's true. Gabe Miller is always just like the best. I'm trying to low-key like copy him because he gave me a few tips, I believe, at VidCon, just like about how to make music in general. And I've been watching a lot of YouTube, but I'm so bad at it. So, yeah, that's gotten me a little nervous. Maybe it would work if I played it through the speakers and then just put my mic up to it. I could try it at least, I guess. I guess there's nothing really wrong with trying it. Tell me if this sounds awful, though, because I'm preparing for it to sound awful. Let me get this set up. Here we go. Let me make sure this works. Was the whole problem that I had my computer muted that whole time? Are you serious? I think I just had my computer muted the whole time, and that's why nothing was playing. And I think I'm actually going to cry, because that is so obvious, and I can't believe I didn't think of that. And hold on now, because now I'm fixing that. We're going to get this to work. Check. Let me just confirm real quick that this works. No, that wasn't it, I guess. Oh, it was it! It was it! Here's a little taste. Okay, there's your little taste. Hopefully that worked and it didn't start doing that weird looping thing again. I don't know how or why that happened. So yeah. There's your little taste right there. I'm nervous. I'm excited. I mean, I still have so much work to do. But yeah, I want to make a music video, darn it. And so... Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. Chris, previous stream. Check the bass at the beginning because I think it's throwing it off a bit. That is definitely possible. A little song as a treat. Can the streamies have some song? The streamies can have a little song as a treat. That is a meme that I didn't here until it was already dying, and I'm so bummed because that's such a wholesome meme. It's so wholesome. So yeah. I'm sure it's a little political, but it's wholesome. Which I'll take all the wholesomeness I can get right now, darn it. But how's your week been? I just realized it's been 15 minutes and I haven't asked how's your week been. As you can tell, mine's been pretty intense. I just started, and by just started I mean this morning was my second time, doing a new thing where the night before I brew myself a cup of tea, like black tea with caffeine in it. Excuse me. And leave it right there on the floor by my bedside so that in the morning, because, normally I have to wake up, to mentally wake up, I flop over, make my way to the bathroom, TMI, I'm sorry, and then go and make myself a cup of tea and then wait for the tea to cool down before I can have a morning cup of tea. Screw that noise. I want to be energized as soon as I wake up. So using that thermos that Chris McGowan gave me, that he has actually since informed me. I'm sorry, I told a bit of the story of how Chris McGowan gave me that thermos, which I'm very thankful for. Turns out I got something wrong. They weren't just handing them out free. He was going to win one of them in like a contest. So, but then I guess the contest, let me read the message that he sent me because I don't want to get this wrong again. I've had enough getting things wrong for one life. Yes. He won his first one winning a Rocket League match with a guy who was much then the next day, he was going to play another match right before the expo hall closed, and because there was no time for it, they just gave it to him for free. Okay. So, they weren't just handing them out to everybody. It was a special case in his case. But, thank you, Chris. I really appreciate that. And also, so, what's really funny is I filmed, because I made a whole long Instagram story about this, right? And I forgot when I was posting it to include one tiny little clip where I said, like, right after saying it says, Mountain Dew Game Fuel. And I just couldn't take myself seriously with it. I filmed, but then forgot to mention that, and what, Chris, why don't you just cover it with stickers? I would love to, but I don't own enough stickers. But then some people have said put, like, black duct tape over it. Chris McGowan was one of those people also. So maybe I'll do that. Can duct tape survive multiple washes? I guess we'll see. Oh, bye, Paul. Because of the quarantine, I have to make YouTube video. Yes, I'm sorry, Holton. I saw your text. I haven't had time to respond because I've been in a rush trying to film this music video. What? But yes. We should call. We should call and like talk about this because I don't know exactly what yeah. Susan's here. Hey. Sorry, I just realized I didn't text her good morning. I'm a terrible boyfriend. Oh boy. Let me do that right now. Ready? Good morning. 3 exclamation marks. There. Or spray paint it black. There we are. There we are. Chris used Redbubble. So I have a love-hate with Redbubble. Intellectually, I recognize how much like theft is going on with it, like intellectual property theft and using, people's cartoons without permission. But on the other hand, like I filled up my previous laptop with all of the Redbubble stickers, and the stickers I stuck on this chair are all from Redbubble, and I kind of really like Redbubble, even though morally I don't know how I feel about it. I recognize, I guess I'm kind of opposed to it, but man, it's so convenient. I told you to use the laptop backspace. Yeah. But those are still on my laptop. I guess not that it matters, because I'm not going anywhere with it. I'm not going anywhere with it anytime soon. This must be delayed. Yeah, I think it is delayed a little bit. I'm really sorry, but this quality, it's so nice having an actual Ethernet setup. Because I guess my room didn't get the best Wi-Fi signal before, and so now it does. And I can have the good quality. No longer do I need to have the best quality streaming on my phone. Now, this is the way of the future, and I'm very happy. Ugh. So, what else happened this week? Not a whole lot. Really not a lot. I've just been messing with this music thing. And it's very hard because, again, I don't know what I'm doing at all. At all. Nothing. I barely know the difference between a chord and a note. I could not tell you the names of any chords except maybe a few on the ukulele. So if you're not going to join anywhere, are you going to join the Switch call? I would love to. Can you send me $300? Sup everyone, hope you're all staying as safe as possible. Yes. If you can, please stay inside. It's really important. It's really important. It's the coolest thing you can do right now. You know what I was doing this morning, though? I had this sudden nostalgia craving. Please tell me, did you play the game Kirby Air Ride growing up? Kirby. Some people had Zelda. I've never played a Zelda game in my life. I was Pokemon and Kirby. Kirby was my childhood because it's so wholesome and inoffensive, and there's no death, nothing that my mother would disapprove of. So, hey Chris, did you get your phone situation figured out? Yes, just in time before Apple shut down all of their stores, so I'm very happy with that. Check it out. Wait. Hi. Wait, no. This is what I'm excited for. So this has become my new casual vlogging camera, which I never thought that would happen. I never thought I would actually vlog with a phone. But it's just because the regular camera is just way too narrow for me. This is too small. But the wide-angle camera, this is everything I want in a vlogging camera. It's wider than the G7X, but it has stabilized 60 frames a second with decent audio. The audio could be improved, but it's better than the G7X. And it's so freaking portable. And nobody cares if you pull this out during something. If you pull out a designated camera, then everybody looks at you. But when it's a phone, I mean, everyone videos everything on their phones. Restaurants don't care. No one cares. So yeah. But yes. Excuse me. Our first video game system was the Wii. So I started with Mario Kart, Wii Sports, and Wii Fit. Yes! That was my second and final video game console system. My brother he has a PlayStation and an Xbox that he has worked for, which is really cool of him. My parents bought So, story time. My mother hated video games as a concept. She's like, they waste your time. They're not productive. You could be doing something with your time instead of flittering it away. So my aunt, her sister, bought us a GameCube for Christmas without telling my mom. And you're not gonna get a 9-year-old to not play the GameCube. So that was my introduction. Thank you, Aunt Tammy. And thank you, because then a few years later she saw okay, this isn't actually that bad. Although I was kind of addicted for a little bit. You know what I love? The only video games I really like are ones where you get the world becomes, I don't know, it's I can leave this world and get into that world. Like how reading. Oh, bye, Steven! Bye, Steven. So, anyway, what was I going to say? All of this was building up to the fact that I was really nostalgic this morning for Kirby Air Ride. Because me and my brother used to spend... We would literally get home from school and do the city trial, set the time limit unlimited, and just walk around and, like, play in this set. We would play, like, hide and seek and tag. Yeah, so I'm really nostalgic for that. It makes me think I should, like, purchase a GameCube or, like, a Wii. GameCube would probably be cheaper used. Just exclusively to purchase that game so I can revisit it, because I miss it. Or maybe set up an emulator. I mean, what? You didn't hear me say that. Lol, $60 flights to LAX. Freaking right? Right? Domestic travel is so cheap right now, but it's so cruel because you're literally tempting death if you do it. So, yeah. But it was really funny. Last time I was in Nashville, right? We hung out with Missy and her husband. And I didn't know. His name is Matt. I really like Matt. It turns out we had, like, the exact same childhood growing up. Like, weirdly so. So he also used to do that all the time. And he still owned the game, so we booted up and he and I just had, like, this childhood reconnection. And it was so cool. So yeah, I don't know. I swear, this is non-caffeinated, but I'm suddenly feeling very energized. I remember playing Kirby on it at you. Yes, Holton can attest. Oh my gosh, the hours that we spent on that, and I don't regret a thing. This is like, what is this? Peach Tranquility, Tivana. Even though, didn't, like, Tivana go out of business, but our local grocery store still carries their stuff. So, although this is actually really old. I think this is from, it's definitely been over a year, because last time we filled up was the second to last time my mom came out here. So that was like January 2019. No. It was like July 2019, because it was before our camp out. Oh, neato. I hope these things don't go bad. That T placebo. It's plus T-bo. Anyway. Also, if you're wondering, okay, so I should probably explain. I have, like, this group. I'm in this group, Discord group, with some friends, right? And the other night, I was calling a few of them. We were in this call, and I happened to mention bathe in my milk. Which, if you know what I'm talking about, is hilarious. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm not going to show it. But if you Google it on your own time, you'll die laughing. It's like one of those cursed image things, right? Which I love. I love cursed images. So I meant to exclusively send these to one of my friends. And I somehow accidentally posted it in the general group chat. And I tried to delete it, but then Hannah saw it. So that's what her convo was about. I remember playing Kirby and Noah begging us to jump on the trampoline with him, and then... Yeah. Yep. Holton, do you remember my 11th birthday? Because when I think of, like, childhood birthdays, that is the one that I recall. So story time, right? when I lived in Sacramento before moving out to North Carolina, as a child, my parents always, we threw my birthday party at a local like water park. I guess I can shout out the name of it. Yeah, Sunsplash. If you ever get the chance to go, I mean, it's been like over a decade, but I remember it being fun. And so that was just like the assumption that every year we would go to Sunsplash for my birthday. Except one year I believe we went ice skating, but that anyway. So my 11th birthday though was the first year, except for the year when was it ice skating or rollerblading? I don't really remember that day very well, so I'm gonna not really count it. But we decided to have all of my friends over. By all of my friends, I mean like the 4 of us. And we just like had a guys party, and by that I mean like a bunch of kid boys. We were running around like wrestling, smacking each other with a cardboard. You want to know something really cute? I had a piñata for my birthday. My parents got me that, and it was a clapboard. It was a clapboard piñata. And then like we would do this thing, I think, where we had to like stick our hand in it and then pull it away before the other guy smacked it, and then we would play video games on the GameCube, and it was just such a wholesome time. And I remember that night so clearly. What I don't remember is if it was a sleepover or if everyone went home afterwards. Oh, this just came off. And what the heck is this paper stuff? I didn't know that came off. That's cool. So, yeah. Yeah. Also, Holton, if you're wondering, the last time I went to Sunsplash was, I remember the taco being new. So I haven't been back since. I know they've added a whole bunch of rides. But as long as they have the Master Blaster and the taco, I'm a happy boy. So yeah, that I'm having flashbacks now to that because my mom, bless her heart, and I'm saying that in the regular way, not in the southern way, she videoed a lot of it, of the party, and then I put that on like DVDs, and I think I still have some of those. So yeah, it's just such a treasured and wholesome memory for me. Holden, you remember that? Oh, yes! So yeah. I'm sorry, it's really good to just recall these memories. Such fun times. And these moments that hold such a special time in my life, or the special place in my heart, I guess. Like, that I haven't really thought of in a long time. I haven't thought about my 11th birthday party in forever. When was the last time you thought about your 11th birthday party? Like, yeah, it just doesn't come up in day-to-day life. So, I don't know. It's very cool to, like, recall these memories, especially when I know that the person who was, like, experienced them with me is also here. Anywho, yes. So, that's that. Good memes. Good memes. Am I being too loud? I just noticed that, like, I'm almost peaking. Check, yo. Check, yo. Check, yo. So, what else happened this week? I mean, I must have done something, right? But if I look at my photos, I see pretty much zip. Pretty much nothing. Except, you want to know a fun fact? The neighbors... I'm trying to phrase this in a way that couldn't come back to bite me as, like, slander. But they installed a light directly... Like to you know, at night so they can see on their side yard. But I have windows directly facing that. And so now, at night, this is my room. It lights up. It's so bright. I have to shut my blinds, but then that means I don't get, like, the morning, because I don't get the morning light in here. And it's such a first world problem, I know. Oh, goodness. I remember I was playing Yoshi Island. Dude. I remember Yoshi Island because one of my friends had that game. And occasionally he'd let me play it. You know what's really funny? I kind of prefer watching people play games as opposed to playing them myself. Like, even though I was the first, the oldest child, I have second child syndrome, or whatever it's called. Because, I don't know, it's like I get all of the fun of the story without the stress of the expectation. Like, there's no expectations on you, but you still get the story of the game. So, I was leading somewhere with that, but I can't remember where I was going with it. So, new subject, I guess. I don't know, I've just been so obsessed with tea lately. I found this mint tea. It's like black tea, but it's mint flavored. And you know me, I'm a sucker for mint. I love mint. This boy, if there was no other taste in the world, I would be so happy. I love mint. I love mint. I don't know if you got that. Let me repeat that. I love the taste of mint. Quite a lot. So the fact that I can now wake up every day with the mint taste, incredible and perfect. Tea series. Heyo! I need to do another one of the. I guess this puts a hold on any collabs I potentially could have done. Cause look, okay, you can pry my ASMR from my cold dead hands. I just have so much fun playing with this mic. It never gets old. I love this thing. It's also kind of... Ew, it's dusty. I need to dust it. Oh, goodness. So, yeah. That's pretty much the only new things that's happened. I legit can't... You know why I do the ASMR bits? Because of this reaction. Just because of this reaction. It's as close to trolling as I get. I'm so overexposed. Holy cow. I'm so white. Oh, sorry, Susan, I didn't see your message. Do you still have the tea you brought down from here? Or you brought from here? Yes, I do. I do. If you don't know, we got some... I forget what the actual... You know what? Can I... Let me figure out something to play on here while I go get the tea. Is there something I can play that won't get me... You know what I'll do? I'll play a video that I filmed but then decided not to release because it's just too short and it doesn't really have a point. But it'll at least give you something to watch while I run and grab the tea that Susan's talking about because I want to share about it. It's kind of neat. Let me make sure the audio setup is still working. Okay. Whoops. Here we go. Check. Here we go. This is just something to pass the time. I filmed it. It's 3 minutes and 30 seconds. So humor me. So I don't know if you've noticed, but things haven't exactly been the most peachy lately. And really it's situations like this where the mantra of stay positive is put to the test. And I think it's incredibly important for your mental health to recognize, while all of this crap is going on, the small little pleasures that you can find. Just a way to keep your sanity, really. Especially when you're an extrovert like I am and interacting with people is so incredibly important. The thought of forced social isolation, it really sucks. It's okay. Your friends they're all staying away from you because they like you. But at least no one's around to judge you, so you don't have to wear anything other than pajamas all day. Take advantage of your newfound free time to teach yourself a new skill, such as coding or a musical instrument. Let's be real though, you're never actually gonna do this one. Don't forget to reassure your extroverted self. It's okay. You're staying away from all of your friends because you like them. There's no one to judge you. Belt out some of your favorite songs. And
Are you okay? I thought I heard somebody dying.
And finally, the internet is a fantastic way to communicate during this time. Like, for example, you could make a YouTube video in a desperate attempt to make contact with somebody. Anybody. Please. I'm so alone. Okay, on a more serious note, whatever you can do to distract your mind from all of the scariness going on outside is incredibly important. Brew yourself a nice warm cup of tea. There's just something about holding warm. Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, you don't even need to drink it. Just holding a cup of warm tea. It feels so good. And like a toasty mug to distract from the inevitability of your demise. But having said that, I do want to make one thing incredibly clear. The whole point of staying positive isn't to mindlessly distract yourself and not stay aware of the state of things. That's rather important. It's not about hiding yourself away from the facts. It's how do you internally digest the facts? Does that make any sense? I hope that makes sense. That's kind of what I've staked my entire everything on. So now, pause and take a breath with me. Let me pause here. Well, I guess we can finish it, actually. You know what? Actually, no, never mind. Let's just finish it. And please, I'm begging you, if you are able to, stay at home to protect both yourself and everyone around you. To be open with you, this whole situation is very scary for me because I live with my grandmother, who I love very, very much. So yeah, it's kind of personal. Don't be an idiot. We're going to get through this as long as nobody's being an idiot. And don't forget to, well, I mean, stay positive. So that is, I filmed it, but like I feel like it's too short. I don't know. It doesn't really have like, I feel like it's not up to my standards. So instead, let me talk with you for a bit about tea, if you don't mind. Brace yourself. Let's have some tea talk. So, for like 2 years now, well, okay, at least a year. I don't know exactly how long it's been, but it's been a long time. Ever since my mother introduced me to tea, I've been drinking this. None of these are like Spawn or anything. This is just what I like. The real world has brands. Game Grumps talks about this. Like, it's so hard to be real sometimes on YouTube because, like, the real world has brands, and it's so hard to keep everything as generic as possible. Like, Aaron talks all the time about how much he loves Wendy's. He's like, I'm not being sponsored by them, but I'm the guy, and I want to be open and say, I don't just say I like hamburgers, because I don't. I just specifically love Wendy's. So yes, this is what I've had for so long. And then when I was there in Malaysia, I picked up and brought back two kinds. Because Malaysia is very much like UK-y. Got some English breakfast, which was a horrible accent, and I regret very much. But yeah, I'm not honestly the biggest fan of straight black tea. I haven't found my ratio of like sugar, maybe cream. I haven't really messed with that too much. So I usually stick with flavored black tea. Like, for example, This is Malaysian right here, and it's so good. It's like this lemon mandarin. Look at that. And I don't really know why I'm showing you this, because Susan's like the only one that can get it, but it's really freaking good. And so yes, I'm trying to save these because it tastes just so good. But this is the mint. This is an okay. This is kind of what I've dug into recently, what I've started drinking, but it doesn't hold a candle to my favorite tea of all time now. Absolute favorite tea. Freaking this. I swear this is not a spawn, but it's peppermint black tea with caffeine. I know I was trying to quit caffeine. I keep quitting and then getting hooked back on again. But it just tastes so good that I find myself drinking so much of this just because it tastes so good. It's like peppermint and vanilla. Oh, it's so good. I love it. Also, if you're wondering, the tea I was just drinking, the Tivana, here we are. Yes, I went and grabbed, like, literally all of these boxes during that time. Ta-da! Lot of tea, all the tea. And this is not all of the tea that I have. This is just the ones that I thought were relevant to our conversation. I have a lot of tea. I drink a lot of tea. And yes, candles. Oh, I don't even know what this is. It's like cherry. Frosted cranberry is my newest candle. And it's just like, it smells so good. I don't want to burn it because I want to preserve it. But like the whole point of having it is to burn it. It doesn't do anything if it's just sitting there except look pretty. So sorry, I have the comments pulled up here on my phone. I'm not just on my phone. Quarantine. Ha! Also, I will say, Holton, you won best comment of the night with your Grammy-O comment. That was just like, that was so perfect. I'm actually in awe. And I applaud you. Okay, do you want an even more like sneak peek behind the scenes-y look? I probably shouldn't even be showing this, but like, screw it. Hold on, let me turn that on. Wait, you know what I should do? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, I don't want to show you everything because spoilers. But I'll show you. What's the best clip to show? I was taking advantage of the weather today, which was overcast. And I was filming. And what do you think of this shot? I mean, there's context. I'm saying something, but I can't show you what it is. If you're wondering what's behind the scenes of me, it's just a lot of this. I should have wiped my face before filming. I'm showing you all of these completely out of context. Very, very much on purpose. Is it? No, that's not the shot I was looking for. Here it is. Just making sure I'm still in frame. I think I'll go with that take. It's funny. I haven't actually looked at this footage since filming it. So what you're seeing is also my first like time watching this since filming it. Also, quick little thing. I don't know if you could tell or not, but this was filmed at 30 frames a second. A tip I learned from a Tom Scott video actually is if you film like music videos specifically at like 30 frames a second and then you slow down playback till it's 24 frames a second, it slows it down just a little bit. So it has this like almost dreamlike slow motion quality, but it still like looks real time enough where your brain doesn't go, oh, that's slow motion. So yeah, I had a lot of fun filming today. This looks so weird without like any context. This is why I edit my videos, no one else. So much awkwardness. Honestly, I can't play the music because it's definitely not mixed right. This is just like I just have a rough recording of me just so I can get my lips matched up. Can you figure out what I said right there? Because I actually don't remember. Was gonna be, yeah, that's. Anyway. Oh, look. It's behind the scenes footage. Oh, it's of the Hey Chris. I'm so pink. I'm just looking through my memory card now. Oh, it was the thumbnail for that video that I never posted. There was a whole extra sketch that I filmed but decided not to release where I'm going nuts from isolation and my reflection in the mirror starts talking to me. Like the only socialization I'm having is this conversation with the bathroom mirror me. Anyway, so there's a little peek behind the curtain here. How do you edit your videos? I use Final Cut. Not because of any particular loyalty to it. I think I prefer the way that Premiere does things better. But I've already paid for Final Cut, and I never need to pay for it again. Yeah, so, yeah. Anyway, sorry. What did Susan say? Oh, Chris, show the mug that Susan got me. I would need to get up again, so I need to find something else to play while I'm gone, because it might be a minute. Might be a hot second here. What else can I don't really have anything else to show you. Maybe I could show you. You know what I'll do? A little bit. I have a behind the scenes. If you want to see some raw footage of my last video. I'm not going to play the whole thing because it's like 25 minutes. But it's something. If you ever wanted to see like a real behind the curtain. Oh, you can't get much more behind the curtain than this. In this dark and scary. In this dark and scary time of forced isolation, ongoing climate change, and a global health pandemic, it is incredibly important to do what you can to make life better. But this show is the opposite of that. One of those ought to work. Honestly, this is getting ridiculous. If you were to... I can't read this. It's too small. A bit of context real quick. When I said this is getting ridiculous, it's because this was actually the second recording. I have a whole other 8-minute long recording of me struggling to say just that sentence. I could not get that sentence out. It took 8 minutes. So, yeah, there's that. Chris is super eager to have someone to show stuff off to. Yeah, it's true. Also, okay, sorry, I'm back. So let me switch this back to my face. Hi. But, yes, here is the mug that Susan got me. It looks like a Canon 24-105 f1.4 IS. I wish this lens was real. But, no, it's not. And it's also, like, let me clarify. I wish this lens existed in the first place. And in addition to that, I wish this was a real lens. But I'm very thankful Susan got this for me as a gift. So, yeah, it's a mug. And, I like it. Also, this is the famous mug, the Game Fuel. And I started to cover it with stickers, but I ran out. And so, yeah, maybe Redbubble or just black tape over it or something. What if black tape and then Redbubble? That's honestly a possibility. This is also my first time using one of those Apple stickers you get. I've never actually used those. I just hold on to them and never do anything with them. But yeah, so thank you, Susan, for this. I really like it. And I use it. And I'm very grateful. Open the lid. Yes. It's mug. It's Slurpee. Ooh. It make sound when you close it back up. My only problem is I'm scared to take it with me and leave it in the car because I feel like our car is going to get broken into. Oh, goodness. So yeah. It's true that, like, my favorite thing about these live streams, it's just, like, the socialization. I miss talk. I want to show somebody this stuff. Also, Chris, yes, I will be posting the entire uncut video that I showed a little bit of on the stream. I'll make that a Patreon exclusive. So, that's, yeah. Patreon.com/ I think it's Chris Porter Howard, not Pundittle. I think it's Chris Porter Howard. Patreon.com/Chris Porter Howard. That was a good gift you gave Susan, right? I'm like, it's perfect. It's perfect. Anywho, I just looked at the time and realized I should probably start wrapping this up. But yeah, I just want to say thank you so much for, like, humoring me once a week and letting me talk and 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 talk. It's great. I love, I show more than I should behind the scenes probably because I just love to show you these things. Does that make any sense? Like, thank you for being my friend. And we're just stick with, just please stay inside. I just realized that my bed is all frumpy. How long is that? I'm pretty sure that's been like that the entire stream. That's cool. But please stay inside for your sake as well as everybody around you's sake. Not just your sake. And I'll see you next week. I hope you have a fantastic week in spite of the crap that's going on. And yeah, I'm once again going to dramatically walk out of the room to end this stream, because there's like a 30-second delay between when I hit end stream and then it like goes. It's like I hit end stream and it immediately ends the stream, regardless of if like the video of me saying I'm ending the stream has gone through or not. So that's why sometimes the old streams used to just randomly end in the middle of a. I'm kidding. So I'm gonna do that super cool thing that everybody loves. Also, Robin, thank you for that drawing. Like, that genuinely was really cool, and I'm very thankful. Adios, nerds. Yes. Also, I wholeheartedly endorse what Susan's saying. Please send me those cursed images. So good. And in the meantime, remember to stay positive. Oh. Okay, for real now. Bye.